Did YNW Melly really take out his own friend because things between them got weird? That's the wild question floating around, and it's just the first spark of a story that's been shaking the whole rap scene. Right after Melly allegedly took the lives of Sakchaser and Juvy, the cops sat down with Melly's homie, Jacoby Mills, and the whole vibe shifted fast. Nobody even knows what Jacoby got picked up for.
Do anything wrong, man. I just want you. You're not worried about. You're not in any trouble.
Trust me, I already know what y'all here for. Here by it. Trust me, I already know. Yeah, my nigga dead and gone. I already know I'm finna break it down to y'all, cause this why I'm gonna tell y'all, like, y'all probably think I'm crazy. Yeah, a studio before we go to New Era Studio, we had to go back inside and shit, get some weapons and shit, whatever.
But the second he hit that station, he cracked under the pressure. Before the detectives could even settle in, Jacoby blurted out that he already knew why he was there, saying his boys Sakchaser and Juvy were dead and gone.
So I tried to go get in that car, but when I tried to grab the door, I got pushed back to the red car, but nobody was there.
Who pushed you back to the red car?
Nobody. This God. I'm letting you know now, this is God. I did it a second time to make sure I wasn't tripping. So I tried to do it again. That bitch put me back over there to the red car. I was driving, Sack was in the passenger seat, Melly was behind Portland, and Juvy was behind Sack. Everybody else was lost. They weren't normal. You get what I'm saying? These niggas acting weird. I did slap Portland and AD in their shit though, cause they were going to sleep. Cause Sack was like, why come to the studio to go to sleep if we supposed to be in here working? We could've stayed home. That is a crazy motherfucker. Okay?
We've been here.
The cop tried calming him down like, you didn't do anything wrong, man, but Jacoby was already spiraling. Sakchaser and Juvy were the same two friends Melly is accused of shooting. And Jacoby wasn't just some distant buddy, he was tied in with both of them heavy. When detectives asked who he was closer to, Jacoby told them he grew up with both, went to school with them, and losing them hit him deep. Then the cops pushed the real question. What went down the night Juvy and Sakchaser got killed? Jacoby said he'd lay everything out, but warned them they were gonna think he sounded crazy.
Juvy was one of the most kind-hearted niggas you would ever meet. Juvy is the hood light.
Yeah, no, everyone.
Like, say for instance, it's a dark area. You go see Juvy in that dark area, he the light of that bitch. He just the only one listening, shining. Juvy is the light, bro. We jumped right in front of them. Like, I don't know why Tay did that, but AD said, no, bro, stay behind them. Like, it just, I don't know, like, AD just, like, they was arguing about the shit. Like, AD and Tay, like they was arguing here, like, no, stay behind them, stay behind them. One call, get a phone call, boom, my mama called. It's like, mine was like four something by now. Mama called again, I ain't answered, but my sister called right after my mama called. I answered, I was like, what's up? And I was like, matter of fact, no, I need to call my mama. Hung up on her, called my mama back. She was like, hello? She was breathing hard. She was like, somebody said y'all all dead. Somebody called and said y'all all dead. I actually got looking at my phone, I see one missed call from Melly. But mind you, my mama called me. I'm gonna see if you called me, you know what I'm saying? He called and he ain't gonna let bitch up, you feel me? He ain't actually called and, feel me, actually called all the way through. He just called and hung that bitch up. Goddamn, called Melly back. Called Melly, I said, Melly answer the phone, we on FaceTime. He just holding the phone looking mad, like, he just like you, like basically saying like, y'all niggas left us, like y'all niggas ain't answering no phone calls, y'all niggas left us, like, I'm like, nigga, what you talking about? I'm like, man, what the fuck going on? Stop playing me, like.
On the night Melly allegedly turned on his own circle, all of them were posted up at the studio together. Security cameras even caught Melly hopping into the whip with Sakchaser and Juvy, and Jacoby Mills was right there that same night. Jacoby said that wasn't even the first studio run they made. Earlier, it was just him, Melly, YNW Portland, and their homie Adrian Davis, known as D, cooling in the booth before anything wild happened.
I grabbed the Draco, went to Bang House. When I get to Bang House, Bang gave me a perk. He gave me a, what's the name, perk? He like, y'all boys like y'all ready to do something, ready to get in some bread. I'm like, nah, but I'm like, hell yeah, you right, let me pop the perk. So I popped the perk, and like, that threw me off a little bit. Low key deserved what he got, cause he was 27. He was fucking with a little girl.
Yeah, I know.
And he was out here.
Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe. He was out here doing shit at the same time. So like your karma caught up to you. But at the same time, Juvy ain't deserved to die. He was still in the hospital at the time. I was finna beat the shit out of Portland when he came back. I was finna whoop Portland ass. Like, I'm like, man, what the fuck going on? Like, what's going on? He over there like trying to fake cry. and shit like that, like, but no tears, cause Melly was on FaceTime, Melly like, y'all don't know, bro, y'all don't know what Sak was doing to me. Y'all don't know, bro. Y'all don't know what Sak was doing to me, bro.
After they wrapped up recording, they slid back home and scooped Sakchaser and Juvy. Jacoby said when they pulled up to the second studio, Juvy walked inside to grab some weapons, like he was gearing up for something serious. Then Jacoby said he tried to hop in the same whip that Melly, Juvy, Sakchaser, and Bortland were about to roll out in, but something stopped him. He said it felt like God pushed him away from the door, like he wasn't supposed to be in that car at all. A couple hours later, Juvy and Sakchaser were found shot inside that same whip. In court, a huge part of the case focused on where those shots came from, and investigators said they were fired from the back seat. Jacoby backed that up, saying that's exactly where Melly was sitting when they dipped from the studio that night. Another major piece of the trial was about Melly's possible motive. His defense tried painting the group like everything was peaceful, but Jacoby said everybody was acting off that night, like the energy was twisted. He said there wasn't a full-on fight in the studio, but at one point, Sakchaser slapped D and Bortland because they kept nodding off, and the whole vibe instantly shifted. Sakchaser had a rep for putting hands on people, and Jacoby told the cops straight up that Sak was a wild dude who didn't care who he pressed. According to Jacoby, Sakchaser even had this kind of mind control over the whole crew, like everyone moved when he talked and nobody ever checked him. Melly kept drifting off in the studio too, so Sakchaser told everyone they should just head out since nobody was focused. And that was the moment the whole squad dipped.
Sak was molesting him?
I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck Sak, bro.
How could you
like,
molest an adult?
I don't know, but like Sak bitch straight up. To me, Cortland a bitch. Cortland ain't living like that. That's my blood cousin. Cortland my blood cousin. Auntie Fina, all that, yo. Blood cousin, like. Bortland not living like that. I ain't gonna lie, Sak beat up Bortland ass one time, had his ass crying. Bortland did the shit wrong with some shit. He done beat Bortland up in the car, Bortland crying. Like, bro, why you beating on me, bro? Why you beating on me, bro? I'm telling Melly, like, if y'all trying to slime me or some shit, I get all y'all killed. I'm telling Melly, like, if y'all trying to slime me or some shit, I get all y'all killed. Tell you straight up, Juvy, what the streets say Juvy got whacked, cause Juvy was gonna tell. Juvy like, hell nah, bro, I don't fuck with this rap shit, bro. I don't fuck with this crazy ass shit. This shit weird, bro. This shit crazy. I just stick to trapping. I go to the streets. I ain't on this shit, bro.
The last time Jacoby ever saw Sakchaser and Juvy alive, both whips started heading back to the spot where the YNW crew was staying. At first, the car Jacoby was riding in was behind the one with Melly, Sakchaser, Juvy, and Bortland. Melly had told him that Tay was the one driving Jacoby's whip that night, trying to keep the cars together. But once they hit the interstate, Tay sped up, passed Melly's car, and started leading the way. Jacoby said he had no clue why Tay would switch up the formation, and their homie AD started snapping on Tay, saying they should be following Melly instead of pushing ahead. Tay ignored them and kept driving straight to the crib, but when they pulled up, Melly and the other car never showed. That's when Jacoby felt something was off, so they waited outside for like 30 minutes hoping the rest of the crew would roll in. Eventually they went inside trying to convince themselves everything was cool, but what happened next made the whole situation look even more suspicious.
Saying like he wasn't gonna tell the police, but he was gonna tell the street. Juvy's thumb get shot off?
I don't know.
If his thumb got shot off, they say Juvy was wrestling with whoever shot Sak first. Say Juvy tried to grab the gun, y'all tripping. And then they shot his thumb off, and when Juvy fell back, like, like when you get shot, you gonna be like, And that's when they just shot his whole side up.
Did you hear from on the street that there was a fight inside the car and that's how his thumb got shot up?
Damn, who the fuck did I hear that from? I heard that from...
We'll never say it came from you, trust me.
I already know. I forgot who I heard it from because there was a lot of people just coming back to me with so much information. Straight up, baby. Now that one they took me on to go find the guns. Tell you straight up, like, I found the 40. That bitch had blood all over it. It had a cover wrapped around it with blood all over it. I tried to keep the 40, to bring that bitch down this way. I tried to keep that bitch, but
who took it?
They manager. I don't know the nigga like that though, but the manager like, nah, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna get it right. I'm like, nigga, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Bitch, clean the blood off, feel me? Keep it like a regular pistol. So they're like, nah, I'm gonna get rid of it.
Jacoby tried staying awake, thinking maybe Melly stopped to grab some blunts or hit that McDonald's down the road, but the longer he waited, the heavier the tension got. He ended up knocking out anyway until his phone started lighting up because his mom kept calling back to back. Jacoby ignored it at first, but when his sister started calling too, he knew something serious was happening. When he finally called his mom back, she told him she heard a rumor that Jacoby and the whole crew had been killed, and that shook him awake instantly. Jacoby jumped up and started running through every room in the house, trying to see who made it home. He was looking for Sakchaser, Juvy, Melly, and Bortland, but none of them were there, and that's when his stomach dropped. Then he checked his phone and saw a missed call from Melly, which made everything even more confusing.
They always have guns with them?
Thomas Lynn, hell no.
Sack and Juvy.
No,
Hey,
them niggas the type of, them the niggas that's gonna tell you to put them bitches down.
Okay.
Stop messing with them bitches. Them the ones that's gonna tell you, bro, you don't need no gun, bro. If you got a ride with a gun, you pussy. You know what I'm saying? They the ones gonna tell you don't need no gun.
the studio. He walked out of the studio at 3:20.
Oh, was the gun in there that night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's carrying that purse.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a gun in there?
Yeah, and that bitch had blood on that bitch too, on that purse. They probably carried a lot of guns now though, but
Back then they didn't.
nah, them just ain't carry no gun. Nah, yeah, they did, but they be losing this shit, you feel me, at R&B, you know them shit, little hotel shit y'all got down there?
They just leave them around?
Leave them, then we leave the hotel, them bitches lost. They lost the bitch there, that bitch might still be there. You feel me? First got out of jail. Yeah, like I said, I don't know, you feel me? I don't be trying to like, cause them boys got money on, they know where I stay at too, type shit, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't trying to put my people in no danger, you feel me? But
Do you think they would hurt your family?
yeah, you damn right.
Jacoby told detectives that Melly never lets his phone ring like that because it would have woken him up. He said Melly only called so it would show up in the phone logs.
Kill Sack family. Till Sack told them to move. Now they don't know where he stay at. Know where they stay at.
If we called your mom and you gave your mom's permission right over the phone to open up your phone to get us get a phone number, would you do it for us? He'll never ever. Cortland, listen, dude. I'm trying to talk to Cortland.
No, cause I can't put my people.
Yeah, listen, no one
got money like that.
Listen.
These niggas, dog. These niggas know where I stay
Jacoby.
at. Not my old house. They know my new shit.
It was not that serious, man. It's just like the story they already had. I just went with it.
Melly's
I'm telling you, Jamie been cooking this up for the longest.
She been,
I'm telling y'all,
Sure is not gonna let Melly sign no devil's deal.
Yeah.
His mama went behind DeAndre back and signed that deal.
almost like he wanted proof that he reached out. So Jacoby FaceTimed him back, and Melly answered, just staring into the camera, trying to look heated, like he was about to check him for something. Melly kept saying Jacoby left him, but none of it added up, and Jacoby knew the story wasn't lining up. At that moment, Melly was over at Fredo Bang's place, and he told Jacoby to pull up. Jacoby didn't know what he was walking into, so he grabbed the Draco and headed toward Fredo's crib, ready for anything. I grabbed the Draco, went to Bang house, he said, and when he got there, Fredo handed him a pill. Jacoby said he took it, and it messed with his head a little, making the whole night feel even more off than before. Jacoby still wanted answers, so when he walked into Fredo's crib, he instantly noticed Melly wasn't wearing the same clothes he had on at the studio. The detectives asked Jacoby what he thought happened, and Jacoby told them, same thing y'all think, like he was already connecting the dots. Things were already wild, but then Jacoby dropped a bomb that had the whole room frozen. He said he felt like Sakchaser had been moving reckless for a long time, treating people foul, and that the trouble he got into felt like karma spinning back on him. Jacoby made it clear he wasn't talking about anything criminal involving minors, just that Sakchaser was a grown man acting messy with people way younger than him. And that kind of behavior kept getting him into drama. But Jacoby said Juvy didn't deserve any of this at all. He said Juvy was one of the kindest dudes anyone could meet, calling him the light, like he was the positive one in the whole crew. Still, Jacoby needed the truth, and in his head, he was ready to step to Bortland the moment he saw him, because nothing about the night felt right. He also wanted to press Melly from the jump, but Melly was surrounded by Fredo's people, and Jacoby knew starting anything in that house would have been a bad move. Jacoby still asked Melly what was really going on, and when he pulled up to Fredo's crib, Melly started fake crying, and Jacoby caught it immediately. He knew if real enemies had taken out Sakchaser and Juvy, Melly would have been ready to jump back in the car and ride out, not sit there pretending to cry. During Melly's first trial, the question of why he would allegedly take out Sakchaser and Juvy was huge. Detectives asked Jacoby what he thought Melly's reason would have been, and Jacoby told them what he saw and heard on FaceTime. And that's when the whole story started twisting even harder. Melly kept saying, "You don't know what Sack been doing to me," like he was carrying something heavy he didn't want to say out loud. He wouldn't tell Jacoby exactly what Sakchaser was doing, and when detectives asked Jacoby if he thought it was something personal or crossing boundaries, Jacoby said he really didn't know, just that Sack was way bigger than Melly, and Melly couldn't have fought him off if things ever got heated. Then the cops asked if Bortland could have been the one to pull the trigger on Sack and Juvy, but Jacoby shut that down fast. He said Bortland wasn't built for that kind of move. He even brought up a time when Sack beat up Bortland so badly that Bortland ended up crying, showing how much control Sack had over everyone around him. Jacoby said Sack did so much to him and to Melly that he could understand why somebody might have wanted him out the way. He even said there was a moment when Sack handed Melly a Draco and told him he could take him out if he really wanted to. And Jacoby claimed stuff like that happened all the time, like it was normal for them. Then Jacoby gave another reason Melly might have wanted Sack gone. According to him, Sack had rap beef with Melly's mom and Melly's first manager, and the whole situation was messy. Melly's first manager was also involved with Melly's mom at the time, and Sack told him that if they tried to sign him out of the deal, he'd get all of them taken out. The cops understood why Melly might have wanted Sakchaser gone, but they still couldn't wrap their heads around why Juvy got caught in it too. Jacoby told them straight. Juvy got killed because he would have told people what Melly did to Sakchaser, and that alone made him a target. Jacoby said Juvy wasn't the type to run to the police, but he would have talked to the streets, and that's exactly why things ended the way they did. What makes Juvy's death even harder to swallow is that he didn't even want to be in the rap game anymore. Just days before everything went down, he told Jacoby he wanted out because the whole scene felt too weird and too fake for him. Jacoby said Juvy never would have snitched to law enforcement, but he would have told the wrong people in the neighborhood, and that could have blown everything up. That's why, according to Jacoby, Juvy got taken out too. Not because he did anything wrong, but because he knew too much. Years after Melly got arrested for the murders, new details came out showing that Juvy's thumb had been shot before he died. What shocked investigators was that Jacoby already knew that detail back in 2019 during his first interrogation, before the police themselves had even confirmed it. Jacoby kept giving details that lined up with evidence detectives hadn't announced yet, which made them pay attention to every word he said. They tried asking who told him about Juvy's thumb getting shot, but Jacoby said he didn't remember who told him, and that only made his story sound even more unsettling. Yeah, the cops never found the guns used to kill Sakchaser and Juvy, but Jacoby hit them with another wild detail that flipped everything upside down. The morning after the murders, Jacoby rode out with Melly, Melly's manager Track, and Bortland because Melly and Bortland had tossed their weapons into the woods and wanted to double back to find them. Jacoby still didn't fully know what had gone down, but he's the one who ended up spotting a .40 caliber pistol in the bushes, and it had blood all over it. None of the case details were public yet, but both Sakchaser and Juvy were killed with a .40, and that's the exact kind of gun Jacoby said he found covered in blood. Melly and Bortland also wanted to recover a Tech 9 they tossed, but nobody could find it, no matter how hard they looked. Jacoby said he low-key wanted to keep the .40 he found, but that's when Track stepped in and told him he'd take care of it, like he didn't even want Jacoby touching it anymore. According to Jacoby, Melly, Bortland, and Track didn't seem stressed about the missing Tech 9. It was the .40 they were desperate to get back. And honestly, that lines up, because Sakchaser and Juvy weren't hit with a Tech 9 at all. So the real heat was on the .40, since that was the actual murder weapon tied to the case. Everybody already knew Sakchaser was unpredictable. And for a minute, there were rumors floating around saying he pulled a gun on Melly first, which is why Melly supposedly fired back. But Jacoby shut that down quick. He said Sakchaser and Juvy didn't even carry guns like that, and they'd clown other dudes who walked around strapped all day. In the studio security footage, Melly had a bag on him, and Jacoby confirmed there was a gun inside because Melly always kept a strap on deck. When Melly left the studio, the footage shows him walking out around 3:20 a.m., and that bag never left his side. Later, when Jacoby saw Melly again, he said there was blood all over the same bag Melly had been wearing. He said Melly and Bortland were moving sloppy, forgetting their guns and Airbnbs and leaving stuff behind like they weren't thinking straight at all. Jacoby told investigators he was scared to even talk to police because Melly had money and influence, and he felt like Melly could get his family hurt if he found out Jacoby was talking. When the cops asked, "Your family?" Jacoby said, "Yeah, you damn right," showing how real the fear was for him. And Jacoby said something even darker. He claimed Melly and his crew were already talking about going after Sakchaser's family too. Jacoby wasn't the only one saying Sakchaser's family was in danger. Even Sak himself felt it coming. Just days before he died, he told his mom she needed to move because things weren't safe for her anymore. Like he knew the streets were shifting around him. Sakchaser was supposed to get $200K from a deal he made with Melly, but he told his mom he wasn't going to see that money at all. That alone had people wondering what was really going on behind the scenes. Jacoby told detectives that after Juvy and Sak were killed, Melly and Bortland both ditched their phones and switched numbers. The cops tried to get Bortland's new number out of Jacoby, but he didn't know it off the top of his head, so they asked him to call his mom and check her phone since she might have had it saved. Jacoby was terrified, though. He said Melly and Bortland knew exactly where his family lived, and he believed they could make something happen if they thought he was talking. But he also said Melly and Bortland had targets on their backs too, because Sakchaser's and Juvy's families both believed they were involved in the murders. Jacoby even told the detectives that somebody from the streets was going to catch Melly and Bortland before the police ever did, like the whole neighborhood was ready to move before the law could react. Jacoby ended up giving the cops a ton of info. But then in November 2025, another wild twist hit the case. Melly had always told him that Tay was the one driving the whip Jacoby rode in the night Sak and Juvy were killed. And that detail was about to flip the whole timeline again. The day after the murders, Sakchaser's family secretly recorded a conversation they had with Tay. And when that audio leaked, the whole internet froze. Tay had lied to detectives and claimed Melly wasn't even in the whip, saying Sak and Juvy were the only ones there. But Sak's family knew that was cap and pressed Tay about it. Tay finally admitted he only repeated the story that Melly and Melly's mom already planned to tell the cops. That alone sent shockwaves because it meant the cover-up started way earlier than anyone thought. Melly's mom, Jamie, was allegedly involved in helping Melly after the murders, trying to guide the story and keep things from blowing up. A lot of people believe she didn't rock with Sakchaser at all and wanted Melly to cut ties with him in the most extreme way. Sakchaser's family felt the same, and one of them even told Tay that Jamie had been cooking this up for the longest, like this wasn't a last-minute move. They also warned Tay that he needed to watch his back or he might get hurt if Melly and Jamie thought he'd flip on them. Tay was caught in the middle of something way bigger than he realized, and the tension around him was dangerous. The biggest motive behind why Melly would have wanted Sakchaser gone came down to straight cash. Sakchaser was allegedly the CEO of YNW and was supposed to get half of everything Melly made from his rap career. That kind of money had people arguing behind the scenes, and Sak's family said Jamie snaked Sak over a record label deal, making the situation even messier. But just because Melly had multiple reasons to go after Sakchaser doesn't mean the jury is gonna convict him. In the first trial, the jury couldn't even agree on a verdict. They were split right down the middle. And nobody knows if the second trial is gonna play out any different. It's gonna be a long minute before anything moves forward, because Melly's new trial isn't even scheduled to start until 2027. Bortland was supposed to hit trial in October 2025, but right before it began, he switched up and took a plea deal instead. He was staring down murder charges that could have locked him away for life, but he ended up pleading no contest to accessory after the fact, witness tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. A no contest plea ain't the same as saying I did it, but the court still treats it like a guilty plea when it comes to sentencing. The judge hit him with 10 years plus 6 years of probation, which had everybody shocked because that was nowhere near the life sentence he could have caught. While all that was going down, Melly started gearing up for his new trial and decided to fire his whole defense team in 2025. He hired celebrity lawyer Drew Findling to take over the case, trying to flip the momentum in his favor. His first attorney, Raven Liberty, ended up under investigation for witness tampering, and that made everything around the case look even messier. The new evidence dropping on Melly isn't looking great, but here's the twist. Jacoby's interrogation tapes and Tay's recorded conversation with Sakchaser's family might not even be allowed in court. Even with that, the situation is still rough for Melly, And nobody knows how this whole story is gonna play out when that next trial finally hits. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think is really going down, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap in for the next one. See you on the next one.